Hi, my name is Adam McAleer, and this is my speech on legalizing industrial hemp. Here's my audience. In industry today, there are a great number of organic raw materials that are farmed or harvested to be used in the production of many of the commercial commodities that consumers enjoy today. These include productions from natural fibers such as cotton and flax for textile and rope, and lumber in the production of paper and construction materials. There is, however, another potentially greatly useful crop, cannabis hemp, that could be used in a great many industrial and commercial applications, but isn't. It is incredibly surprising then to learn that even though hemp sales have increased by 300% in the past 3 years worldwide, the United States is the only first world country to ban its cultivation. Many argue that the legalization of industrial hemp could have profound positive effects on the environment, as well as provide massively useful raw material for industrial and commercial applications. Industrial hemp should be legalized, as the benefits of its cultivation largely outweigh any negative effects it could have. Today I want to inform you about industrial-grade cannabis hemp and its current legal status. I'm going to explain the benefits of legalization of industrial hemp and show why exactly it would be an invaluable resource in industry. The best place to begin understanding the matter is by looking at the history of industrial hemp. Hemp was one of the first plants cultivated by man, and even one of the first cash crops in colonial America, next to tobacco. Hemp's role as a raw material in production of textiles, paper, oil, printing, and food saw a massive expansion through the middle of the 19th century, and was used by all, including prominent leaders such as George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. The development of the cotton gin and other cotton processing techniques in the late 1800s washed out the hemp production industry and led to a huge decrease in the cultivation of the crop. It wasn't until marijuana, a drug derived from the plant of the same species as hemp, arrived in popular culture that the next major change in hemp law arrived. After its arrival in America, marijuana quickly became prohibited due to its psychoactive effects. Increasing prohibitory steps led to the entire cannabis sativa species to be scheduled as a Schedule I drug under the Controlled Substances Act, which encompasses both the marijuana plant and the industrial hemp plant. So far, the federal law on the matter hasn't changed, but since looking at the past, it is clear that the potential benefits of a change, such as widespread application to consumer products, should be carefully weighed. Like Adam Scorgi explains in his documentary The Union, there are many commercial products that cannabis hemp could be usefully applied to, which would have numerous advantages. Many products can be made from the fibers, oils, and other parts of the hemp plant, including plastics, clothing, hygiene products, and even biofuel. In fact, it's estimated that there are over 50,000 commercial uses for industrial hemp. The final products made with industrial hemp are often of high quality as well. Hemp paper and textiles have supreme durability and longevity, while still providing very desirable characteristics, such as incredible softness in textiles. In fact, drafts of the American Declaration of Independence were written on hemp papers which are still in existence today, over 200 years later. Someday we might even be using cars entirely relying on hemp, such as a car that Henry Ford dreamt of that could withstand a blow 10 times as great as steel without damage and weigh 1,000 pounds lighter than steel. This would improve gas mileage, and it would be able to run on a vegetable oil based off of hemp fuel. And it also has a completely biodegradable body. According to Jeff Means, a leading mind in the hemp legalization movement, technology now even exists to create cement and other building materials from hemp that are incredibly stronger and longer lasting than the current standard, and need only a fraction of the maintenance. In addition to providing so many great commercial and industrial applications, the introduction of cannabis hemp to American industry would greatly help the country's economy as well. The next great benefits of legalization of industrial hemp is the massive positive effects it could have on the environment. First, hemp is a completely renewable, fast-growing material that could drastically cut lumber demand and help preserve forests by attacking the logging industry. Second, such as Many, such as Andy Kerr, would agree that switching to hemp paper processing would cut down on a large portion of the country's water pollution from wood pulp paper production, as hemp requires far fewer and less intense chemicals to pulp and form paper. Third, sowing hemp in rotation with other crops is incredibly beneficial for crops and the earth it's in, providing better harvests in the future and better soil quality. Finally, mass annual cultivation of hemp would help decrease the carbon cycle in the air, which would help the buildup of carbon in the atmosphere from the constant burning of fossil fuels today. Industrial cultivation of cannabis hemp would also have a profound effect on the economy of the United States. There are many hemp-based products on the market today, however very few of them are manufactured or originate from the United States. We import most of these products and have no export of hemp. However, there is potential for the U.S. to become a leading exporter in the hemp trade. Having a mass export such as this would help boost America's economy greatly. Derek Caldwell, a freelance writer and hemp activist, states that hemp sales are currently $300 million annually, and the demand is still rising as new uses and production techniques are discovered and become more popular. Also, considering the current state of the United States economy and the need for an alternative fuel source, hemp could be considered a green boost, as experts speculate demand for hemp to skyrocket once legalized. Exports and domestic production would experience a dramatic increase, which would pump a great deal of money into our economy. Tonight I've discussed with you the legal issues surrounding the issues of legalization of industrial hemp and the benefits that would come with this change. Legalization could have profound effects on the environment and the economy of the United States and should be seriously considered for these reasons. Doing so would also open a whole new avenue of commercial production that would rely heavily on hemp for material. Hemp can be used in place of many of the less renewable resources that are being quickly depleted in many industrial applications, so why would we ignore the benefits of using it? The use of hemp could be incorporated to enhance almost any part of day-to-day life and should be seriously reconsidered as a main raw resource. Thank you. That was my speech on industrial hemp.
Audience number 3. Yeah. That's